Welcome back to the second video introducing you to US and the World Transnational Tapes, which is AMST 3710 or Film 3220. This, like I said, is the second video. We're going to be looking at syllabus highlights. If you skipped over Meet the Prof, go back, meet me, say hello, and then come back to this video. Now, please remember this is a syllabus highlights video. You still need to read the syllabus and take the syllabus quiz in order to kind of open up the resources that are available to you on D2L. So syllabus highlights are how to kick ass and get an A in this course. We're going to look at where to find the syllabus, what our course objectives are, the things that you absolutely must have to have this course, to complete the course, what coursework you're going to be doing, our general schedule, and then some important policies. So the syllabus is right here on D2L. You can always access it. It's actually in a Google Drive file, which allows me to easily edit it if necessary, though if I make any changes, you will be notified right away. Now, the course objectives for us are to begin by identifying important concepts in film studies, cultural studies, and especially transnational studies, beginning with defining what the heck is transnationalism. You're going to be doing some regular blogs about films in a variety of different styles. You're going to be comparing movies, different movies about similar subjects. So we're going to look at two very different movies about, say, immigration, or two very different movies about U.S. intervention outside of our borders. You're going to be making some appropriate intercultural comparisons, and you're going to be developing empathy for cultural others via those comparisons. You'll be engaging constantly in critical conversations to help you develop your understanding of these films and the subjects behind them. And then finally, at the end of the semester, you're going to have a multi-step comparative research project on two films of your choice. So the required materials are actually pretty straightforward. There's one text. It's Elizabeth Ezra's and Terry Rowden's Transnational Cinema, The Film Leader. We're going to be pulling out about 3 or 4 really important readings from this. There's also possibilities for you using this as a secondary resource for your research project, which is why we're going to be using it. But there's a bevy of other readings that are all available for free on D2L. They're pretty easy to find. They're in each module that it's appropriate. All the films for this course are on reserve in the Foreign Languages Resource Collection. The FLRC is in the Pilcher building. That's the 2-story annex behind Sturgis Library, just across the way from Social Sciences building where we're having our course. So the coursework itself, number one, please take a look at the grade breakdown. A's, B's, C's, D's is pretty normal, right? 10 in the 90s, 10 points in the 80s, 10 points in the 70s and the 60s. F's, however, bottom out at 50. I don't believe in giving zeros. Zeros are something that you can kind of arise out of a mistake or carelessness, but then that creates a deep hole that is very difficult for a student to get out of. However, caveat to this is that there are no late assignments accepted. There's a very detailed schedule in the syllabus. You should check that and make sure that you're on top of your coursework, because if you miss something, it's just a failing grade. You get a 50 for it, and there's no appeal. So your grade in this course has 5 different really important components. The first is participation. You must complete all readings, come to every single class section, and be active. You're going to be scored according to your kind of level of engagement every single class session. And just like there's no late assignments accepted, there are no excused absences. My gradebook doesn't care if you're here or you're not. It just records your presence or absence. Now, that said, I, as a professor, as a person, really do care if you're not in my class. Please contact me right away, let me know what's going on, and I'll be able to fill you in on the things you might have missed. Now, another 20% portion of your final grade are discussion questions. Every film that we have, some of the very important readings we're going to be doing, you will be generating much of what we're talking about. So, for every time that's indicated on the syllabus, so for every film, and for the 2 kind of upcoming contextual readings that we're going to be doing, you need to pose 3 questions of your own to the appropriate form on D2L by midnight, actually 11:59 p.m., the night before the discussion. The morning of, I'm going to come in, gather up a whole bunch of discussions, and push them together, and that is actually going to form the majority of what we're doing in class that day. I mean, your voice and your questions regarding the things that we're looking at in this course. Another 20% is a roundtable. You're going to be able to sign yourself up via the link on D2L. A roundtable is a collection of 4 or 5 students who each are going to be looking at a given film. So every single film, there's going to be a roundtable. There's going to be 1 screening report. There's going to be 1 review. There should be 1 kind of close scene analysis, and there should be 1 critical question. If there's a 5th person necessary, that person is going to be the kind of moderator for the entire roundtable. And there'll be more information about that, including a model roundtable later in the semester. 20% of your grade is also blogging. For every unit, so there are kind of 5 units throughout the semester, For every pair of films, you're going to be doing a different kind of film writing, and you're always going to be putting them on your blog. So, for example, for Avatar and Persepolis, you're going to choose one of those films and make a screening report for it. For the next two films, God Grew Tired of Us, or Machete, you're going to do a review of one of those films, etc., etc. Every time you post something on your blog, you need to go find someone else's posts and make 2 substantive comments. Actually, go find 2 different blogs, comment substantively on each one. Finally, at the end of the semester, you're going to have a comparative research project. You'll pick one course from the one film from the course listing, and then one other one. There's a list of pre-approved films in the syllabus. And if you have other ideas, I'm very open to them. I like to see creativity when it comes to research. You're going to prepare that in stages, beginning by doing some background research, setting up an abstract, doing an outline, a first draft, and then a final draft. So finally, the schedule is pretty repetitive, actually. We're going to be looking at, for every unit, 2 different films. So you can see for the unit itself, like Unit 2. Right? Unit 1 is introducing context and ideas. Unit 2 begins on the 24th of January. We're going to be looking at Avatar and Persepolis. So there's always going to be kind of a set of readings to set the stage and start things that we're going to be talking about. Then you're going to watch the film. We're going to have discussion about the film itself. Note that these are all things you should do before coming into class. And then finally, after the class discussion, there's going to be a roundtable. I'll take the first one, so you kind of have a model of what it should look like. But then Persepolis is going to have a student roundtable. Whoever feels like they really want to talk about the movie Persepolis is going to be up to you. Okay. So all of these assignments must be due before class begins that day. So before 11 a.m. on the 24th of January, you need to do these readings or watch these videos. So a couple of really important policies. Films must always be watched on your own time. There will be no time given to watching feature-length 2-hour movies in class. Class time is much too precious for that. We have other things to be doing. So you must make your own arrangements to watch each of these films. They're almost all available on Netflix DVD, not for streaming, but on Netflix DVD, which you can get at least a month for free. And again, they're all on reserve in the Foreign Language Resource Collection. Okay? Come prepared to every single session. You are scored on your activity and preparation or engagement for your class sessions. Complete all your assignments on time. As I've mentioned, there's no late coursework accepted. You know when everything is due from here until the end of the semester. You are encouraged to bring your mobile device. If you want to use your smartphone or your tablet or your laptop to look things up or to take notes, you're very welcome to do so. You must do so responsibly. If I see that you're surfing Facebook or doing homework for another course, I will confiscate your device for the rest of that session. Okay? Do please use your own brain. Make your own research, write your own ideas, give me your own words. Do not breach academic integrity. This is a very important part of being here at university. And please note that this course is open to everyone. If you have any kind of special needs, seating or longer test taking or special support, please contact the Student to Disability Services and then come to me with a report that they generate. I'm very happy to accommodate you, whatever you might need. Please do take a look at the rubrics. They're all at the end of the syllabus. So for your blog writing, for the comparative research project, everything that I'm going to assign, there is a rubric for it. They're also available on D12 Brightspace. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. This is the second and final video for our first day. I look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday.